Listen, he broke off as well in hand. Um, Happy with the way he was moving and how he galloped out, and really happy with the way he looked when we got back here to the barn. Just didn't seem to take much out of him. So look, we're in a good spot. He's had a couple solid works the last few weeks, and he's going to have to step up and run a solid race next week. If he does, I think he'll be in the mix. He's a good colt. I think a lot of him, and let's see what happens.
Were you looking for like 59 and a tick?
I don't
or is
really.
that just him?
Yeah, it's him. He's gotten better as the years went on. Seems to be thriving right now, and that's really what you want to see leading up to a big race. I'm not really, like I like quick times, but I'm more interested in once again how they're doing it, and I love what we saw from him this morning.
You would have been in your second full season of training when Bernardini won the Preakness for Godolphin. Do you recall anything? Because you're a fan of the game, and
Yeah, absolutely. I do remember him. He was very impressive in the Preakness. Ran huge, and obviously jump-started his season on. I think he ended up winning the Travers, and big season for him. So, he was obviously a very good horse, and we're hoping that this horse could. I don't know if we're going to say follow in his footsteps, but he's a good horse.
Very similar though. Didn't race at 2, didn't win first time out, won second time out, and then went right into a graded stakes and won, and then won the Preakness. So.
Yeah.
And then went on to be 3-year-old champion. You take that.
Yeah, we absolutely, absolutely take it all. But listen, I'm excited about this horse. We've been excited with him for a good while, and I just love what we've seen from him. I've loved what we've seen from him all winter and spring. But just the last few works have been very, very good. He stepped up, and once again, it's not how fast he's going. It's how easy he's doing it, and I think we're set up for a big one.
Well, when Godolphin sends you horses, you're well mounted.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's obviously big pedigrees with these horses, and they come in. They're well broke. Most of them come from Florida. There's a handful that stay in Lexington and train, but just look forward to the 2-year-olds, and they're patient operation that gives you an opportunity to let them come along nice and easy and develop, just like First Mission. And they need time. You give them time, and not a lot of pressure, really, just let the horse develop on their own terms.
And final question, back again in 2006, you were just launching really your career. You were actually on your way to a pretty good year that year. But if somebody had said that, fast forward, you'd be training for Godolphin, and you'd have trained a champion, 2- and 3-year-old champion for them, and you'd have one of the favorites for the Preakness for them. What would you have thought? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I think back then, for me, like I always wanted to be in that position and kind of dreamed of having horses like that and clients like Godolphin and Juddmonte and Stone Street and whoever else that's give us an opportunity with high quality stocks. So it's been a great run. I think you have to stay focused. I don't know. I think you have to stay focused. You do have to stay focused and continue to watch the horses. They're all different, and you just have to really zero in on them, and you learn from them each and every year. It's amazing what you learn. I think back when I started, and how far we've come, and what we've learned in regards to the horses, and obviously the type of horses. I mean, really, when you get to these big races, you got to have the horsepower. I mean, you got to have the horses. You have to have numbers. Numbers are very important. But look, it was a dream to always be competitive in these races like the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness, and not just being in them. I always say that I don't want to just be in them to be running to say I started a horse. I like to be in them with a real shot. It's very important to me to show up and run well. As long horses doing well, you run them, you give them a chance.